All right, in today's video, guys, we're going to go over block flatness. Now, I briefly covered this topic in a video about maybe 1 or 2 months ago, but for terms of keeping things just cleaner visually, we're going to redo this video, get a little bit more in depth, because that video, engine was still in the car, we had the head off. Now we have a block out on our engine stand here, all right, that has been machined. And the reason we want to check for block flatness is you want to make sure that you have a perfectly flat surface. However, yes, I know, guys, perfect does not exist. So what we're looking for is a number, all right? We're looking for a tolerance, and that number is going to be 2 thou. So the first step is you're going to take your straight edge. The straight edge cannot be purchased from Home Depot. You can't get it from the hardware store. This is a straight edge specifically meant for automotive purposes, all right? The next tool you're going to need, simple feeler gauge. And as you can see here, we have our feeler gauge set to 2 thou. You are going to lay, again, just for purposes of making this visually easy for you guys, you're going to lay your flat edge across your surface like here. And you're going to take your feeler gauge and you're going to attempt to pass that feeler gauge between our deck, our surface on the block, and our straight edge. All right, and if that feeler gauge does not pass through, that's good. If this gauge passes through the top of our block and the bottom of our actual straight edge, then we know we're beyond 2 thou. And that is going to become a problem depending on what type of head gasket you are running. Okay, you do not want to have an issue like we ran into with an engine that we didn't build, but we had a leak and cut ring head gasket. And everyone right here, it's over here on the driver's side. It's a common M54 problem. This is an M54. Right here, there's an oil galley, and that's where these cut rings like to leak, and then it pisses down the driver's side of the block. And the reason behind that is the block is not within tolerance for flatness. Now, another quick tip, let me show you guys. You lay your straight edge on top of your block. You're going to take your special tool, which is also known as a flashlight, and you're going to turn this flashlight on. See, guys, flashlight's on. You're going to place it behind your straight edge, and you're going to look for any light that comes through. All right, now disregard right here because this is a supply for oil, which is why you see that. But we're looking for any light that makes it through here. So look what happens when I pick up my straight edge. See? Put the straight edge down, you don't have any light. That's a quick test that you can do for anything obvious, but for purposes of being specific, you want to use a feeler gauge. And make sure that you reference, I tell everyone, follow the factory repair manual when building an engine for stuff like this. They will actually give you numbers that will make your life easier.